Hello and welcome back. This is the Board Game Hero. Today we just received our Kickstarter pledge of Bloodborne, the board game from Cool Minis or Not. In the box, we also received Mergo's Loft, the Blood Moon box, and the Chalice dungeon. But in this video, we're going to focus on the base game, its components, and its miniatures, and as well as the rulebook, if it has glossary, index, or whatnot. Right, so let's go ahead and open this box. Right, perfect. Upon opening, the first thing you will see is the rulebook, and it has this Bloodborne video game vibe to it. It captured the style, the interface in the video game, and it is 28 pages, including the back, and it has a lot of illustrations here, samples with the red circular thing there to focus your attention to that spot. So it's really nice, well written. Let's see if it has a index or glossary. Yeah, we have a glossary here, which is very nice. We should look for this in every rule book because this is really helpful. Right, so that's the rule book. I see there's a free content here, digital content, but yeah. Then we have the tokens. So the tokens are not that really good quality, I would say. Not cool minis are not quality. So you will notice that this cardboard is very thin, and I think this is just one layer of cardboard. So it's not really that good of quality material as you would expect from a game with this caliber. But yeah, that works. And yeah, so we have these tokens here of the hunters and other, maybe this is the chests and statuses. This is just one punch board of tokens. The rest are, I guess, these are the locations. Let's take a look at them. Okay, similar to the tokens quality, this is a very a thin cardboard. I think this is just one layer, but the art is fantastic. The colors are nice. It really shows the location and the highlights. And as you can see, you have an effect on each location. So this is the Church of the Good Chalice. We have the Owydon Chapel. So if you're really familiar with the video game, you will feel at home. These locations, the Grand Cathedral. Oh, I'm sure there's a boss fight in here somewhere. Then this is just a standard location without name, but there are icons on the tiles, on the location on the tiles, so that means something. We have the Great Bridge. The back is the same. This is the same cover that they use for the Bloodborne, the card game. So they reuse some of the assets here. So the Great Bridge. We have the central lamp. As you will notice, it's easy to punch because of its quality. It's really not that strong. Yeah, so this is the central lamp. Tomb of Owydon. There we go. And this is another unnamed location. And as you can see, they really capture the gloominess of Bloodborne. Dark, gloomy places. We have the occupied house. We have Yosefka's clinic. I'm pretty sure we all know who Yosefka is. Another unnamed location, and then the ransacked house. So some areas are divided into 3, some areas are divided into 2. The divider or the borders are marked with the white line, as you can see here. Yeah. So this is an unnamed location. We have a barred window over here. A barred window. Then I can already imagine that the edges of these boards are gonna peel off maybe after 2-3 games. And this is what I'm talking about when the quality is not good. And never mind. So we have these 2 unnamed locations. We have more locations here. The graveyard. This is where you fought Father Gascon in the graveyard. Then we have the alleyway, the courtyard lamp, and this unnamed location. So some of them might look the same, but there are some unique features on them. So yeah. Then we have a board for the enemies. I guess this is the dashboard for the Hunter's Dream. We have the upgrade and the chapter you are playing. I'm not sure about this. I guess this is the round tracker. So yeah, nice art again. Captures the Bloodborne feel, but I see that they reused a lot of assets that they use in the card game. We have another free digital content here with a unique code. Maybe this is unique to me, so I'm gonna blur this out. If it's unique to me, I'm gonna check out later. Welcome home, good hunter. Right, let's get on to the good part. These are the miniatures. The first thing that I noticed, the first thing is that the miniatures, the characters are very small. The scale is very small compared to other cool minis or not miniatures. I'm gonna show you one from Hate. Right, so this is a miniature from Hate, and this is a miniature in Bloodborne. You will notice the head. This one is smaller. Every feature of the body is smaller compared to this miniature. So I guess that's one disappointment that I got from this game. I don't know why they went with that scale, maybe 28 millimeter. But I'm really a miniatures guy, so this is a disappointment for me. I cannot use it in other games because it's very small scale. I guess they focus on the monsters, but enough ranting. Let's focus on the miniature. So I already showed you one miniature. Then we have another one here. Later, maybe I will do a close up. We have one here. Then another one with the hunter axe. Then another one with, I guess this is the holy blade, Ludwig's holy blade. Then we have the monsters. I'm just gonna show you just one out of the five. That would give you an idea. Then we have this Father Gascon. This is the miniature scale that I'm looking for. This is the right miniature scale. Look, I'm going to compare it with the other miniatures from Hate. So as you can see, that fares well. Same scale, same size of weapon and everything. So this is the perfect scale that they should have used for the hunters as well. Then we have Father Gascon that is transformed. Now this is slightly bigger, in bigger scale, because of course it's a transformed monster already. So yeah, highly detailed. I like the quality, even in the small ones, even in this smaller scale miniature. The features are really evident. You can see even though it's very small. Next, let's move on to, well, why not? Let's start with the cleric beast. So this is a big monster, big boss, highly detailed miniature. Wow. Wow. Nice. And then the other one is this. Then we have this large monster. Wow. Imposing figure. We have four of these monsters. We have the mob. This is really nice. Really kind of unique. Three figures on one base. These are the mob that you will encounter in the game. Then we have this giant that looks like a Dr. Jekyll and Hyde in League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. I really like that character. So we have four of these in this base box. And then we have four of these that looks like a rat or a wolf or a werewolf. Yeah, it's a large base as well. I'm gonna compare the monster with the heroes or the hunters. So that's the size comparison from the monster and the hunters. Lastly, in this box we have. Oh wait, we have another one. So this is another monster, medium monster you can encounter in the game. And then we have this one. Looks really nice. It's made of nice quality plastic, as you can as with the others cool minis or not miniatures. The only problem that I had the scale, but other than that, the rest of the miniatures are impressive. Right, so those are all the miniatures in this base game. Let's move on to other components. Okay, so let's go back to the main box. We already saw this earlier. This is for the hunter dashboards they call it. So each player will have this. We have the green hunter, the blue, the violet, and the red hunter. They are all the same. They have spaces for HP, the blood echoes that you collected, firearm, and the trick weapon. So in Bloodborne, you have a firearm and your weapon that can transform into another weapon. These are what is this? These are the characters. So I guess you really pick the weapon, not the hunter. So if you pick a saw cleaver, threaded cane, hunter axe, or the Ludwig's holy blade, you pick that, you put it here, and that is your trick weapon. And then if you want to transform, you transform it, you flip it, and this is now its flipped side or transformed side. As you will also notice the art here, this is the saw cleaver that is untransformed or the regular form, standard form. Then if you transform it, it's gonna look like this. I like the threaded cane in the video game, very simple and safe for beginners. So this is the threaded cane, but if you transform it, it's gonna be like an iron whip that you can hit enemies from far away. Right, so that is the dashboard and the transformation. We have a lot of cards here. We have three decks. No, one, two, five decks of smaller cards. Then we have five decks of standard size cards. And then some larger cards for player aid and other stuff. Maybe this is the behavior of the enemies. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at them. I'm going to start with the larger cards, which is this one. So we have four player aids for four players, and then we have the hunter mob. There are two-sided hunter mob for this and that one. The danceman minions, scourge beast, church servant, male beast patient, church giant, old hunter. Right, so Yusefka. So these are the characters that you will see in video games. So you're gonna be very familiar with them when you play this, if you're a fan of the video game. If not, this is the perfect time to get to know them. Later on, we will look at the smaller cards. For now, let's focus on the larger ones. This is the standard size. So we have phase 2 of Father Gascon and phase 2 of the Cleric Beast. So they're phase 2 and oh, okay, and also phase 1. So once they reach a certain amount of health, they will transform into their stronger version. Then we have the firearms here. I suppose these are the firearms. We have the hunter pistol, Evelyn, another hunter pistol, a cannon, blunderbuss, Evelyn, flame sprayer. I guess the rest, we have four here. This looks like a campaign story. So you can see here, they have introduction cards. We have the secrets of the church, the long hunt, growing madness, and the fall of old Yharnam. So this is a campaign you can follow along with the story of Bloodborne, and that's gonna be That's maybe this is your entry point to the Bloodborne universe, Bloodborne lore, if you play these campaigns. Let's look at one of them. I'm gonna look at the Growing Madness later, but for now, let's focus on the smaller cards. These are the consumable items, maybe. These are the items that you can get during the game. All of these are consumables based on the card back. So we have the Bone Marrow Ash. I'm not gonna look at it all. We have the Numbing Mist, Beast Blood Pellet, and it has an effect here on attack. You block 1 damage. On your hunter turn, if you drink the blood vial, you heal 2. So yeah, these are consumables. Then guess what is this? We have basic. So all of these have the same card back. So I'm guessing these are of the same type. So you have basic draw one, basic draw one. I guess these are hunter action cards that they can do. Yeah, yeah, it's gotta be it. Okay, I gotta mention the insert is really nice. There are a lot of spaces for inserts, but I'm not sure if this will allow sleeved cards, because as you can see, it's just enough space for unsleeved cards. So those who love to sleeve or must sleeve, they have to they have to throw away this insert. I probably. So let's move on. This is enemy action cards, enemy action, and then we have some cleric beast action, phase 1 and phase 2. Yeah, so these are cards that controls the enemy. This is their AI. So we have some quick bite there, the speed and the damage. What else? We have speed and the damage. Yeah, it's basically just the same pattern, same format, speed, damage, and the effects, stagger. Yeah, so that's the behavior of the boss. What is this? Some items. Maybe this is a loot that the bosses will drop. Are much rarer than the consumables. We have some Eusebius blood vial, bloodstone shard, augur of Ebrietas, call beyond, Caril rune claw mark. So let's take a look at one of them. So this is the Caril rune blood rapture. It has an effect on kill, draw 1, heal 1. So they have their own effects on these items. I'm gonna put it together with this enemy action. I hope I'm not doing anything wrong here. Then this card. I don't know what this is, but probably action cards for the hunters as well. Right, so these are all of the same back and same look as the action of the hunters. This is defensive, tireless, counter strike. And again, I noticed this is very simple, very streamlined. Block 2, not much text. Some gateway gamers can, jump into this. So these are all maybe spoilers, so I'm just gonna look at one of them. I'm gonna have a look at the Growing Madness since it's on the far left, so which is basically just the first. So this is Growing Madness. This is the introduction card. You get to read this to the group or to yourself. Then we have the chapter 1 setup, chapter 2, chapter 3. It's 3 chapters. And then we have cards, numbered cards, 1, 2, 3. Maybe the game will ask you to get a card with a number. So get number 6, number. This is until number 58. So all of them are numbered. So I will suggest not to open this until the game or the campaign instructs you to. But we will take a look at one of them randomly. This is Insight Mission, Missing Parents, and etc. So that's what it looks like. Yeah, it all looks the same. That's one of the campaign content for you. This is Growing Madness. Right, I guess that's everything. I just don't know where to put these cards. But yeah, I guess that's everything. The miniatures are good quality, the components, the art, just the cardboard is very thin. The scale of the hunters are small, and I didn't like that. Very disappointing, but still, I cannot wait to play this with the family or even solo. It has a solo variant there, 1 to 4. It can be played solo, it can be played multiplayer. And yeah, I hope you like this unboxing video. This is the Board Game Hero. Thank you for watching. See you again next time.